Hello guys, my name is Prince and this is Math Center. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Post your comments and questions on my social media handles and I'll respond to it. We are on the topic fractions. In the previous video, we learned how to multiply and divide fractions. We have also learned how to add and subtract fractions. In this video, we are going to take questions on fractions where the question contains more than one operation. So we will learn how to do that. Now, if a question contains more than one operation, that is either more than one of addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication, we work in a certain order. That's why we have the order of operation here. So the point is telling us that when working problems involving fractions which have more than one of the following signs, you use what we call the BODMAS principle. You might be familiar with this principle. Now, this principle gives us an order in which we have to solve the question. Now, the order is as follows. What this principle tells us that whenever you have a question which has more than one of these signs, that is more than one of addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication, if you have something in the bracket, you have to do brackets first. So the first B here stands for brackets. So the first B in BODMAS stands for brackets. Then after you've done what is in the brackets, you move on to off or multiplication. So in fractions, whenever you see off, we are talking about multiplication. So what it tells us that after you've done what is in the bracket, check and see if there is any multiplication, or in this case off, in the question. Then you do the multiplication. Then after that, you check and see if there are any divisions. Now from the previous video, we saw that whenever you have a division, is going to result in a multiplication. So here, the first thing you need to do is to check the brackets. Then you check and see if there are any multiplications. You do that. From there, you check and see if there are any divisions. You know that the division will give rise to a multiplication. So after the division, check and see if there is any multiplication and do that one also. Now after you finish with that, you look at the addition. If there is any addition, do that. Then finally, you look at subtraction. If there is any subtraction, you do it. So whenever the questions involve more than one of these signs, the first thing you need to do is to check if there are any brackets. Perform the operation in the brackets. From there, you check if there are any multiplications, you do that. You check if there are any division, you do that. You check for multiplication again, you check for addition, then for subtraction. Now, the acronym BODMAS will help you to remember this very well. So it's bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Remember that the off in this case here represents multiplication. Let's take some examples. We are supposed to evaluate the following. I have been given to us, then I. So we take them one after the other, then we do it. So we take the first question. We have 1 whole number 2 over 3 minus, then we have a bracket, 1 whole number 1 whole number 3 over 4 divided by 2 whole number 5 over 8. So what BODMAS tells us is that whenever we are being given this, you see from here that we have subtraction and division in the same question. So the principle can now be applied. So it says that we should first tackle whatever is in the bracket. So first tackle whatever is in the bracket. So we go on to what is in the bracket. But because we have mixed numbers here, you first convert all the mixed numbers in the question to improper fraction. So you convert all the mixed numbers. So you convert this one, you convert that, then you convert this. So if you convert 1 whole number 2 over 3 to mixed number, you are going to have 5 over 3. Then the subtraction is already here, so you bring the fraction. You convert 1 whole number 3 over 4, you are going to get 7 over 4. You have division here, so you bring the division. Then you convert 2 whole number 5 over 8, you are going to get 21 over 8. Now, after we have converted everything, BODMAS is telling us that we should first deal with what is in the bracket. So this time, what is in the bracket? We have 7 divided by 4, 7 over 4 divided by 21 over 8 in the bracket. So first deal with that. So we are not going to touch this since it's outside the bracket. You are not going to touch any of this. So we are dealing with what is in the bracket. Now we have a division in the bracket, so we'll do it. So we have 7 divided by 4. We know that if you have division, you change the division sign to multiplication as we have here. Then you turn this upside down. So 8 becomes the numerator, 21 becomes the denominator, as we learned in the previous video. So check and see if you can cancel anything out before we do the multiplication. You can see clearly from here that 4 can cancel 4. 4 can cancel itself 1. And cancel 8 2 times. 7 can cancel 1. 21 divided by 7 will give us 3. So we proceed. We have 5 over 3 divided by 5 over 3 minus, then what is in the bracket? 7 is now gone, we have 1. 4 is now gone, we have 1. So 1 over 1 times 8 is gone, we have 2. 21 is gone, we have 3. So you are going to have, now 1 times 2 will give us 2. 1 times 3 will give us 3. So you see we are done with what is in the bracket. So the bracket is now gone. Then BODMAS is telling us that after you finish with the bracket, so it's bracket of, check if there's any multiplication. We don't have any multiplication here. The next one, it says check if there's any division. We don't have any division here. Then multiplication again, you check if there's any multiplication. Once again, we don't have any multiplication. It says check if there's any addition. We don't have any addition. Then the last one, it says check if there's any subtraction. So you check for subtraction, and we have subtraction. So we have 5 over 3 minus 2 over 3. We know that LCM of 3 and 3 is 3. So 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. 1 times 5 will be 5 minus 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So you are going to have 5 minus 2 will give us 3. You are going to have 3 divided by 3, which is 1. So whenever you have the denominators of fractions being the same, so here we have 3 and 3, you can just straight away subtract the numerators since the LCM will be the same. So you can subtract the numerators. So you subtract 2 from 5. So 5 minus 2 divided by 3. You are going to have 3 over 3. Now 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. Let's pick another example. So we have one whole number 1 over 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 whole number 1 over 4 in one bracket plus 2 whole number 1 over 2 divided by 5 over 6. So once again, BODMAS says that you should first deal with what is in the bracket. But because you are having mixed numbers, first change all the mixed numbers to improper fraction. So we change one whole number 1 over 3 to get 4 over 3. The multiplication sign is already there. We change 2 whole number 1 over 4 to get 9 over 4 in one bracket, then the addition sign will come. We change 2 whole number 1 over 3 to 5 over 2. 2 whole number 1 over 2 to 5 over 2. You bring your division sign, then 5 over 6 is already in its simplest form, so we leave it there. Then BODMAS says we should do what is in the bracket. So tackle what is in this bracket, then what is in that bracket. So let's begin with the first bracket. Now we can see from here that it's multiplying. So we will check if there are common factors, then we cancel out. So you can see that 4 will cancel itself and cancel here. 4 divided by 4 give us 1. 4 divided by 4 give us 1. 3 will cancel itself 1 and cancel 9 3 times. So we are going to have 1 over 1 times 3 over 1 because 4 is now has cancelled itself, so we have 1. 3 has cancelled itself, we have 1. 9 has cancelled itself, we have 3. Then 4 has cancelled itself, we have 1. So in that bracket, then plus, we come to this bracket. Once again, here is division. We know that if you have division, keep what is on the left hand side, which is 5 over 2. Change the division sign to multiplication, then turn this upside down, so 6 becomes the numerator, 5 becomes the denominator. Since it's multiplication, check and see if there are common factors. 5 can cancel itself here, and cancel here. So we have 1, 1. 2 can cancel itself 1. Cancel 6 3 times, because 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we move on. We know that you are going to have 1 times 3, which is the same as 3, divided by 1 times 1, which is the same as 1, then plus. Now when you come to this bracket, 5 is now 1 because it's cancelled. 2 is now 1, that's also cancelled, times 6 is now 3, 5 is now 1. So it's going to be the same as, you have 3 over 1 here, plus 1 times 3 will give us 3, 1 times 1 will give us 1. So we've simplified this also, so the bracket is gone. We know that 3 divided by 1 is 3, 3 divided by 1 is 3, so you're going to have 3 plus 3, and 3 plus 3 will give us 6. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video, where we will take more questions on questions that involve more than one operations. Bye bye.